I wonder if I could start with the injury situation at the moment. There's a few names, if I can just quickly go through, if that's okay. Johnny Evans, how is his recovery going?
Yeah, going well. He's obviously not out on the. He's out on the grass with the rehabilitation team. So hopefully, at some point over the next week to 10 days, he'll be getting closer to joining the group again.
Dennis Pratt, he came off with an injury over the weekend. How's he doing?
Yeah. No, thankfully it's not as bad. There was a lot of pain there for him, but thankfully there was no ligament damage in his ankle. So he trained with us this morning. So and looked very good.
Earlier in the season, you mentioned Ricardo might be back towards the end of January. How's his recovery going?
Yeah, very good. Again, training well. It's just really these early stages of him coming back, just him being with the group for a few weeks before we think about maybe sticking him into maybe an under-23 game or something. But yeah, he's just getting his movements again, and but yeah, he actually looks very good in training. So be great once he's fit.
Wilfred Ndidi as well wasn't in the squad. I know you said he would be assessed in the early part of this week. What was that assessment?
Yeah, he'll be out on the grass tomorrow. Won't be available for the weekend, but with a view to joining in at some stage with the group again next week.
Apologies if this is incorrect, Brendan. I've been crunching the numbers of your squad this morning. But the 25-man Premier League squad that you submitted at the start of the season currently has two players with longer-term injuries in James Justin and Ryan Bertrand, who you've said is back with the under-23s now. With Ricardo coming back as well, I think the numbers kind of work to maybe drop one if Justin can't play until next season, then Ricardo coming back in. Has there been a discussion around having to move senior players from the first team out of the football club before you're able to bring another one in? I just think back to the situation you had in the summer.
No, it's one. Listen, there will be adjustments in the squad, of course, but everyone's been clear from the summer of where their situation is. So if it needs be that a senior player maybe has to miss out, he will have known that will have been the case, or he'll have known that he's needed to maybe get football elsewhere. So. But yeah, we have to do what's best for the club and the squad, and if that happens, then that's what we have to do. But yeah, we don't need to move any out. I think the club are working very hard to get the right type of player that we need in that's going to help us. We can get a player in. There's no problem with that, but you got to get the right type of player, and I think that's something that we're very conscious of.
The FA Cup begins this weekend, Brendan, finally. After the Gillingham game, you said that style doesn't get you anywhere in games like that. I wonder whether that's the same sentiment you have to go into this game with this weekend. Yeah.
Listen, you of course you want to go and play your football, and that quality and hopefully talent can show up in the game. But first and foremost, whenever you're going into games like at the weekend and like we had at Gillingham, you have to do all the dirty stuff well in the game. You're not just going to turn up because you think you're a Premier League player that another team will roll over. Walsall I think they've been unbeaten in 13 games or something, and they're at home and it's a tight little stadium, and they'll want to be a team that can maybe create a scalp in the competition. So for us, it's like it was at Gillingham, like it's been a lot of the cup competitions for us. It's about that mentality. You got to run, you got to fight, you got to work, you got to win your first balls, second balls, third balls, and then play your football.